It's funny, this game has been going on for so long, but I feel like the game just started now. As I got my Caretaker's talents, they got theirs. So, we will see. What's going on, YouTube? Achilles here, and today we're going to be playing a Boros control list. My friend made this list for best of 3, but for best of 1, I wanted to try it out, and here we are. For this list, we take advantage of all the good removal for red and white, such as Lightning Helix, which will gain life, and that'll be very relevant in best of 1. And we could exile things, we have board wipes, and we have plenty of draw power with Caretaker's talent and all the synergies that the deck is built around it. With Urabrask Forge, you get the Carrot Cake, even our land base makes tokens, so we could just keep the draws coming our way and overwhelm the opponent potentially. So let's get right into this list. We got 3 Torch the Tower, 4 Carrot Cake, 4 Get Lost, 4 Lightning Helix, 4 Caretaker's Talent, 1 Temporary Lockdown, 4 Urabrask Forge, 2 Archangel Elspeth, 1 Jaya Fiery Negotiator, 3 Sunfall, 2 Virtue of Loyalty, 2 Overlord the Mistmoors, and for the lands we got 3 Plains, 1 Mountain, 2 Elegant Parlor, 4 Inspiring Vantage, 1 Restless Bivouac, 4 Sunbillow Verge, 2 Demolition Field, 4 Fountainport, 2 Mirrex, and 3 Sunken Citadel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and if you want to become a member, you can get early access to videos as well as member shoutouts. Let's get right into these games. Okay, we get to go first. Not the most ideal hand in the world, but I am going to keep it. The plan is I just have to get the Urabrask Forge out. We'll be cooking. That's not bad at all. I don't think we do we need this. I don't know what they're playing yet. I might keep it on top. Plus we don't have no form of removal besides that, so we might as well just give ourselves some options. But it looks like they're going to be playing Domain. I thought they were going to be playing like Golgari or something, but it's fine. Just get the Forge out there. That's what we really need to do. Let's put so much pressure on the opponent. See, now I actually am happy I kept the Torch, because I could technically have Torch up and Lightning Helix, so now we're going to do it. Do our damage. Now we'll use the Torch. And we'll get to Scry, which is... Oh, wait a minute, no! It did the wrong way. But that's actually perfect, I love it. They had a counter. Well, not a counter, but the shore up. But this is a great reminder that the auto tapping for mana is your enemy. But it worked itself out in the end, but still, if it didn't, that would have been a very tragic turn. That's fine. They waste the Bitter Triumph on that instead of the Elspeth, which is good for us. And we don't need Caretaker's talent to put pressure on. We just throw out a million things. I'm gonna draw a card since they're getting rid of this. Try to get something good. It's not bad. And we might as well just throw out the carrot cake. We get to scry, which is always a good thing. I'm gonna keep that just in case there's something relevant enough to hit with that. And right now we have enough pressure that we don't need to dig for other cards. Alright, let's put more pressure on, swing with everybody. Nice. We will now get to draw another card. It's pretty useful. I'm gonna name... yeah, I'm gonna name white. End it like that. We have Lightning Helix and Get Lost on standby. And we get it. Alright, we get to go first. The carrot cake will definitely, potentially, fix our hand on curve. See what we could scry. Where's that Caretaker's talent? Okay, so listen, it's not Caretaker's talent. Green. I'm keeping this on top because I want to keep my early options flexible. Even though I won't be able to use it on the next turn anyway. Because I don't have the right mana for it, but still. Don't need that lands. Okay, we got removal, we got a Planeswalker, we have a Dream to win. They have a Caretaker's talent.
I will put an end to this misery.
I'm just going to put a lot of pressure on them immediately. See how they react. As they have to either put all their mana towards Elspeth, my creatures, or their own game plan. And they only have 4 mana to play with. They just go right for the fish. Just literally looking for cards at this point. So we're going to get rid of this. Get rid of their little defense. Let's check it out. We're going to do this. Play another Elspeth. This is actually insane. And then we're going to buff it up again. It's so silly, but you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do around here. Where's the board wipe? Just break my heart. Oh. 4-drop board wipe. Okay, yeah, I was about to say. But what's the follow-up play? Anything? No. Alright. Make our token, they'll gain a life. Which is fine, we can't really do anything about that. So we sacrifice a carrot cake. We'll get the scry, which is Very nice. We don't need that. Get to use that. I'm just gonna keep my carrot cake as an option, so I technically don't have to use it. That's a move. That card's been getting so much more popular lately. For good reason, of course. Okay, we have the Urabrask Forge, which is really nice. I'm going to keep it because it's going to be useless, so I could just use Fountainport potentially on our opponent's turn. No, but they try to get rid of our card right now. Yeah. As much as I really don't want to do this, I don't want to lose our Elspeth either. So let them Fountainport it. No, they don't. Very interesting. And I keep also forgetting there's no point of using Urabrask Forge yet until I get rid of the authority. So I have to draw a Get Lost, or else it's just no point. I just keep gaining life every turn. Here's the Get Lost. As much as I want to get rid of Caretaker's talent, I don't know if that's the move. Yeah, I gotta get rid of the authority because Urabrask Forge is gonna push me to victory. Let them draw. As long as they can't get rid of this, then we are okay. It's my mindset. And our great powerful attack starts now. Okay, they're going over the top by making these little fish dudes really strong. They're both gonna swing at my Planeswalker. I see. Is that okay? I think so. Or if I block... You know what? That is actually fine. At this point, we're not worried about the Planeswalker. I'm curious to see how they end their turn, though. That's a very funny card to play. But it makes sense for the sense that they're going to gain 4 life, so it does help them out in that regard. Take advantage of not having to use the carrot cake yet. Alright, so check this out, guys. This is how we're going to do it. We go for the big swing. Block that. Get rid of that. Draw a card. Damage in. Bad spot we're in, but Urabrask Forge, if they can't get rid of it, will eventually get too powerful if they can't finish the game, so we have that going for us. And if we went the other route and got rid of Caretaker's talent, we would have been just under so much pressure with Authority because Urabrask Forge is useless, and they already had like 4 cards in their hand at that time, or maybe 5, so this is the better route of the two when it came to the get lost target. So they're targeting that. Do we care about that? Just gonna get rid of that. That's a good card to draw. Demolition Field, huh? Ooh, they're gonna make me try to shuffle my deck. It's a good play. I definitely don't want to lose on the land as much, but I do want to bring up the Overlord. There's so many factors right now. Okay, fine. Do I need to, though? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Just go for the swing with 1. That's fine. A temporary lockdown to follow it up. Legendary play indeed. Okay. Well, hello there, Caretaker's talent. Only took a long time for me to draw you, but here you are. All your glory. Okay, so we're gonna play this. And can we go over the top right now? It'd be 6 damage. It's the beginning of the end step, so I can't technically win yet. Yeah. Make a copy of it. Play the Fountainport. I'm going to attempt to go wide next turn and go bring out the token with Virtue. Make a fish. So there's still a bunch of things we got to do. But let's see what they got. At the end of the day, if they can't get rid of Urabrask Forge, then we're okay. But when they do, then we have to be like, alright, what are we gonna do now? Uh-oh. See, there's the problem right there. I mean, at the same time, we do have 3 more Get Lost in our deck, but it's still rough. Double authority, huh? Well, in that case, let's go for another one right now. I think we're okay though, honestly, because the Virtue might actually really help us. Play this for 3. We go to combat. I could have buffed everyone up. That might have actually, no, it might have been game, because this would have definitely made him gain life regardless. So we're gonna swing out with everyone. Block that. Gonna Fountainport draw. Okay. Do I go for the Virtue? I think it's the safer bet. It gives us a good defense and an offense. And we just have to just, well, they have double authority, so it's kind of out of the question to get rid of those unless they try double Get Lost, but now it's going to become a grind of a game. It's funny, this game has been going on for so long, but I feel like the game just started now. I got my Caretaker's talents, they got theirs. So, we will see. Oh, well that's useless. Okay. Play the Caretaker now. That is actually great. It's just a shame we can't. I mean, if we draw one more Lightning Helix on top of that, then it would be over technically, but let's see. Alright, they're trying to draw some cards now, too. Alright, let's do it like this then.
Some have said there is no subtlety to destruction. You know what? Those people are dead.
Just bring out our monk.
Oh, the experience will do you good.
level up the monk. Gain some life, that's fine. We have 4 mana to play with. I think we're gonna keep it like that for now. What a tedious game. I'm looking at the alternative win condition of just trying to deck them out and being conscious of using my resources at this point. Like, doing stuff like that will definitely help us out. So, if they draw more than us, then we're okay. We just gotta ride out the game. Go for a Sunfall. How do I feel about that? I think that's okay. I'm gonna let that happen. I'm gonna Fountainport a fish. Or if I don't Fountainport a fish, maybe it'll help in the long game of decking them out. So you know what? I'm not going to bring out a fish. Urabrask Forge is going to guarantee me going to 7 cards. So if they draw cards on both turns consecutively for the rest of the game, and then when they're at the point where they realize that, wait, maybe I shouldn't be drawing these many cards, that's when we're going to be okay. Like, even if they got rid of a Caretaker's talent, it would only help me out. But they're probably going to get rid of the Planeswalker. That is okay.
All right, I'm done.
So check it out, guys. We're going to go to combat, and it's going to trigger the Urabrask Forge immediately. And we're just going to play this in a whole different mindset, because that's how we're going to win. So we're at 28, they're at 31 cards. We got to be very careful about how this goes down. But we also want to make it not too obvious what we're trying to do. So, how do we do this? Why don't I just do everything on this turn so then I can't draw any more cards? I think that makes sense. So if I do it like this, it's odd, but it's an odd way of doing the turn right now. But the whole idea is now everything gets untapped. I get a counter, I have a defense, and I'm technically putting pressure on the board as well as defending myself. And I'm not drawing more cards. So if they Fountainport, try to draw a card, like I said, every draw is going to take them to their own defeat. So that's just 2 more cards. That's fine. If we could just outgrind them and stay alive while they're going through this process on both turns, then we're good. We just can't draw cards on their turn. And then we will have more cards in your deck. So, 28, 27. Do they go for the swing? They don't. Okay, so we draw. Player lands 26 through 27. Wait a minute. I just thought of a great idea, guys. Wait. Oh, I could get rid of an artifact. You know what? I think I got a great idea. I'm going to get rid of my own Urabrask Forge to get rid of their fish. So now they're going to feel forced to bring out a token in response, which is another 2 cards they have to draw. Especially since I'm not using my Caretaker's talents to buff the fish up yet. So they're going to feel inclined to do that. But what if I did this now? First, let's see if they block a fish before I use the other Lightning Helix. Okay, so everything is going to come in tapped again. I want to provide a board for myself. So I am going to do this now. I will draw some cards. Well, there's the Get Lost, but we don't need that now. Instead of losing life, I'm going to just go for the Mirrex now. Go for another ley line. Okay. I really hope they get rid of, well, they're going to probably get rid of Virtue, I think. That might be the card that's a problem right now for them. Yeah. They draw more cards. So now they're going to be at 24 cards. And then once they make another token, they'll be at 22. This is what you call playing the long game. Alright, they're at 22 cards, so they are finally below us with cards, which is great. Please play more cards to draw. That's fine. That is just making it a lot better for me, because now every time that you play a spell that is 5 or more, you have to draw this. It's not even a choice, so that is totally fine with me. How nasty would a cease and desist be right now, right? Would that be bad against us too? So we're establishing all those enchantments and whatnot, artifacts. Okay. I I think it's time we start buffing up the tokens. So now let's pressure the opponent in this way. Just throwing out all these guys at him, all this power. Yeah, it's an alternative win con. And they have to answer this now, so it just adds more of an extra layer of keeping us alive and keeping them on their toes. And that's an extra draw, by the way, which is great for us. They don't realize that. That's not a big deal. That's actually good for us. I mean, yeah, they make our creatures a little less powerful. So there's that aspect to it. 23-20. Is it worth it? You know what? I don't think it is. Well, now since they're doing that, should I bring out a fish? Yeah. Let's see what they do with it. If anything, we definitely force them to draw with Get Lost if we give them tokens. So, that's always a good thing. Flanker, huh? That's an interesting one. It's fine. So the difference between our cards is 6. I'm going to make the gap a little wider before I try to draw more cards. We only swing with that, though. That's really interesting. It's fine. Go Demolition Field on the Fountainport. Do I care about that? Do I even have any lands left in my deck? I think I have one plane left. I mean, I'm gonna make the fish. I'm gonna draw a card. We have definitely a lot less cards than them. I could technically get rid of both authority. And also I can make them draw this turn too. And you know what? I think I am going to get rid of both authority of the consuls. Sure, why not? They have so many things on the board, it's ridiculous. For all of you still watching this game, it's playing it is also insanely nerve-wracking, but like I said, I see the way to victory, even if it was a while ago, or not a while ago, but I mean, it's an obvious way to win. It's and it's kind of like a last kind of resort way to win as well, because I really don't want to do it this way, but they could grind out our pressure, so there's just no point. I'm going to keep the Get Lost as a tactical option, in the sense that we can make them draw on the turns they don't make tokens now. Do I want to use the carrot cake? Sure. Yes, that's a good card. Discard a bunch, we draw. Alright, so check it out, guys. Let's make them have to draw 2 cards real quick, because we're so nice. Sure, why not? And now we're just gonna play the game. Let's try to stay alive and not die. Because I don't know when they're gonna realize that they're gonna deck out, but they have to realize now or at some point that it's gonna all go downhill from here. That is so funny. Another authority. I guess Urabrask Forge was off the table from the very beginning. So they're just going through them all. I mean, well, listen, they're going through their whole deck at this point, so. Okay, so they did not make a token on their turn, but I want them to, so let's let them draw a few cards. And that'll put them down a few more cards, which is wonderful for us. Okay, so once again, we are going to let our opponent draw some cards. This time around, I am going to swing with the might, because there is no point of not. And I could have just played the Virtue just now, but I didn't. I guess I'm playing super reactive for no reason. I don't know what our opponent's doing though. I think they're just trying to figure out some way to put some crazy amount of pressure on me. but I purposefully have a bunch of fish coming our way and another might if need be, instead of going their Urabrask Forge route, just to play extra defensively, because we just have to wait a few more turns. So now we're going to force them to either use the Mirrex or not, because if they don't, then they won't have the Mirrex. But, I mean, if they do use it, then that's 2 more draws for them, which is, you know, going right towards the game plan. And they actually get a card from their deck, which is actually insane. I don't know why they would do that. So if they want to block, they have to make a fish, which will cause them to lose the game, because then they'll draw another 2. So I'm just going to swing with... no, they could flip that over, actually. I'm wrong, guys. Sorry. So I'm not even going to swing. And wow, we got it. Opponent goes first. I'm going to keep this. It's a decent curve. Go Carrot Cake because we could scry over the Virtue. Although this is a 2-2 that could come in at instant speed, I still think this is the move. It's fine. We just have to get the Caretaker's talent to stick next turn. Although, it's probably going to get countered. Really? Okay. Well, that's really good for us. So, worst case scenario, they go Kaido right now. And they don't. That's fine. It's honestly not the worst case scenario. What do we do, guys? Play Sunken Citadel, tapped. We name white. Ideally, we Sunfall next turn. But, gotta see. Really, they're going all out. You know what? This is what I think about your strategy. So we have to take this life, unfortunately. Sunfall comes in, make her token, get to draw again. And now, how are we gonna do this? You know what? I think getting this out is a little more important. It's 2 bodies on the board. Plus we get the... Ooh, okay. That's fair. So now they're going to get to draw again. Which was going to happen regardless. If I did anything with Caretaker's talent. Involving it, I mean. So we get the land, which is good. And we might as well just make another one because we don't want them to swing with the Fairy Mastermind in case they have another form of removal, kind of forcing them to go into Soulstone Sanctuary. Which is okay, honestly. Really? What's your big move? I don't like Fairy Mastermind. Not one bit. I'm gonna do it like this. I'll get my draw in now. I'm gonna need another one. Gain a little life. And we could Virtue of Loyalty, make a token next turn, draw another card, and block the Soulstone Sanctuary that way if they try to swing with it, but they don't, so we bring this in now. That's so funny. Okay. So we got 8 mana to play around with. I want to put a lot of pressure on them. That's the plan. So we're gonna first do this. Go Drowner, huh? Okay. Sure. I get to draw. I keep forgetting that. Whoops. So if they swing next turn, that's 4, that's 7. But then I play this and everything will come in untapped and that'll be useful. So let's do it that way. Okay, so they're gonna draw 2 cards. It's fine. Alright. This will make them come in untapped at the end, though. Yeah, so let's play that. Play this. Go for a swing. I'm not really worried about their follow-up turn because what, they pay 3 mana for a Preacher and then unless they win somehow, but I don't think I see it. Especially now I got the Overlord out, got a big old board they have to deal with. And the only real way that they're going to do damage that I can't stop is with the Fairy Mastermind. Okay, so now they have 4 mana left. And Preacher doesn't seem to be good in this scenario unless they just hold up a whole board I have to try to swing over. Which looks like that might be the case. They hit me to 7, summon Preacher pass maybe, or they dig for a card, play the Preacher, and then explore. Nice. Another Urabrask Forge to join the party. So now we can go for another big swing. So if they block the highest ones, which are all the 5s, then that's 7 still going through. And even with that being said, one of the 5 damages has trample on it, so some damage will still get through. So this should be it. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Tell me what you think of the deck in the comments section down below. Please like the video and subscribe if you have not already. And if you're new here, just know I have new videos coming out every day. Hope everyone has a great day. Take care.